Come on, it's time to start. 3, 2, 1. The game is on.
Oh my.
I'm gonna come. Oh,
Bruh.
she just killed somebody?
Please come early or win the 50-50, guys. Please, please, please. Okay, just a Sampo. Tough Sampo. Hey, there she is. Got a Hanyo. Oh.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Please, guys. Please, did we win? Please, did we win? No! Oh my god, I can't. Alright, let's go again. Sampo, fuck you. Give me QQ, not Sampo. Oh, it's Sampo. No! No!
Okay, double Qingque must be pretty good, right? It's a good sign. It's a good sign, no?
Please, 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 Sparkle, please, please, Sparkle, please, please, Sparkle. Oh, bro, this pisses me off.
Oh, let's go!
Sparkle is a 5-star quantum harmony support whose kit focuses on skill point utility, advancing a target ally, and providing both huge single target and team-wide buffs. Let's review her abilities and see what she offers. For starters, when Sparkle's in battle, her talent increases the maximum number of your team skill points by 2. Then, whenever any party member consumes 1 skill point, your entire party gets a damage boost buff for 2 turns, which can stack up to 3 times. With your team and Sparkle naturally using skill points throughout a fight, this damage buff will easily have permanent uptime, while the higher SP limit will help accommodate her ultimate effect and open new SP management possibilities for your team. Next, casting Sparkle's...
She uses her ultimate, she recovers 4 skill points for the team. And for those of you who don't know, that makes her go +1 skill points over 3 turns, which basically makes her Bronya, but skill point positive, without having to basic attack at all, which honestly is a little bit of a bummer because it's the best basic attack in the entire game. Even if you do have to basic attack due to SP mismanagement, or in other words, skill issue, you'll still get the full 30 energy you would normally get from her skill, because one of her major traces gives 10 more energy per basic attack. Also, her ultimate gives your team a damage bonus called Cypher for 2 turns, which seems small until you factor in her talent, which also gives a damage bonus for skill points spent between Sparkle's turns. Every skill point you spend gives damage bonus up to 3 stacks and refreshes the turns left on the buff. So it's basically always maxed out unless you just spam basic attacks for a minute. This is actually one of the biggest things that separates Bronya and Sparkle, since Sparkle can actually gain 1 skill point over 3 turns, whereas Bronya needs her signature light cone and Eidolons just to break even. And even then, it's only...
Finally, her technique, Unreliable Narrator, grants all allies misdirect in the overworld. You won't be detected by enemies, and if you enter combat with this buff, you'll gain 3 skill points at the start of the battle, reaching 6 out of 7 possible skill points. A passerby 4-piece on top, and you'll hit 7. Now the last trace we didn't look at is her A6. It will increase all allies' attack percent by 15% when she is on the field. Then on top of that, when there are 1, 2, or 3 quantum-type allies in the team, then all quantum-type allies gain an additional 5, 15, or 30% attack percent respectively. She counts as 1, so you only need 2 quantum allies on top. They really lack attack percent, to be honest, so this is a great trace. But a common misconception is that a quantum boosting trace means she's only good for mono quantum. This is completely false, it's something we call a bonus synergy. Sparkle will finally get 24% crit damage, 28% HP, and 10% F-res in trace stat bonuses. The crit damage lets us...
And now moving on to the rest of the guides, it is pretty much more or less straightforward, because the most important part of the entire Sparkle guide is basically the speed threshold. Once you got down the speed thresholds, the rest is very, very straightforward. So for relics, running a Eagle 4-piece, it will greatly help to reduce Sparkle's speed requirement to hit the necessary speed benchmarks. In fact, Eagle 4-piece is more impactful and universal than Hackerspace 4-piece. And CN has been using Eagle 4-piece as their go-to support set for pretty much all Zero cycles, right? But that being said, it is not very efficient to farm Eagle 4-piece since the 2-piece effect for Eagle is completely useless. You have to go 4-piece or nothing, right? And very, very little DPS actually utilize the Hunter 4-piece. Hackerspace and Longevous, they have really, really good 2-piece effects that allows players to mix and match. Which brings us to the alternative, which is Hackerspace 2-piece plus any 2-piece, right? As long as we hit the speed threshold for Sparkle, you are good to go. 2-piece Von Weg will be preferred since it will help Sparkle reach her necessary speed thresholds. However, if players are not interested in the 3 actions in the very first cycle, then any of the following will work, right? Fleetless, Kill, Penacony. Specifically, Kill will work the best since Sparkle, she does have an innate 10% effect rest, and the crit damage derived from Kill, it also provides Sparkle even more scaling, right? The 10% crit damage is also granted to Sparkle itself, right? Fleetless is not really optimal since you will never run Sparkle with DOT team comps, whereas Penacony is only if you run Sparkle with Sele and Qingque. And then moving on to her main stats and substats, like I said, very straightforward. You just give her as much speed as she needs to hit the speed thresholds, and the rest of the stuff can go into crit damage, right? Everything else is secondary, so you basically find the relics with the best speed and crit damage substats and adjust accordingly. So for your main stat, crit damage chest, speed.
捕獲マーク起動。愉快な反撃の時間です。動じないで。
It's gonna be so wasted. Oh my, please don't die.
You're like a face staring at me. I'm not Sparkle. No, I am Sparkle. Who's the real Sparkle? What is elation? Me. I am elation.